Hello all, Ron here, the Accidental Farmer. It's our first snow of the year. It's pretty cool. We probably have about 3 inches or so. I don't know, it's supposed to change to rain. I don't know that either. Whether you get 3 different weather channels and they all say slightly different. But anyways, they all said it was gonna snow and it's snowing. Let's take a look around the farm, see what's happening. This is gonna be one long video. I'm not gonna cut or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you around. So the animals really don't do much out here. They don't love the snow. At least my goats and my sheep don't mind it. They all came out only because I was outside and they thought I was giving them a treat or something. But they're doing good. Still have the 8 goats and the 4 sheep. I seem not to be able to get rid of these sheep. There's not a big demand for sheep. So if you want some sheep, touch base, leave a comment. Or what should we do with these sheep? I'm just locking the gate here. So then we have our chickens. Our chickens don't like the snow. Once it stops, they'll start coming out. We'll take a walk up to the outside coop. It's a little slippery out here. It's pretty nice. I love it. I don't love shoveling it, but I love it. And typically I took out my snowblower yesterday to make sure it was all set, and it needs a carburetor cleaning. Okay, we're gonna go inside the chickens. Let's see what they want to do, what they're doing. Okay, yeah, they're not even coming outside. They're all hiding in there, at least some of them. It's a pretty good sized coop, but there's probably 20 or so chickens in there. You can see where they've been just by their footsteps out to the feeder. In fact, let's put the feeder inside so they can have it. They're probably pretty mad right now. I have plastic on the roof. It's an old plastic. We actually have a metal roof over it. I was too lazy to take the plastic off, so we'll call it insulation. Oh, it's great out here. A few things I've been doing, I kind of had to prep everything. We have to put heated water for all our animals. The barn will stay just a tad warmer, but with the sheep door open, it's kind of hard to keep anything warm out there. The sheep come and go. In fact, the sheep, before I came out here, they were just sitting in the snow. They probably had a ½ inch of snow on top of them. The roosters still roost. What the garden's doing, planted some winter rye. I think that's what they call it. Supposed to add nitrogen to the soil. That's in half of the rows. But right here, the garden, you might have seen it on some of the other videos. We had a small greenhouse that, for the money, it actually survived the winter, survived the summer and fall. And I was able to put away the plastic for it and hopefully use it again. But I'd really like to get a 40 or a 60-foot greenhouse out here. So that's my wish list for the spring. I made a couple inquiries and I'm just waiting back for some quotes. The state of Massachusetts had grant money for greenhouses, but we didn't get picked this year. So I've already shoveled the driveway. I'm walking down the driveway now. You can kind of get a glimpse of this, with that one of the coop is the garden and the house behind me. I shoveled the walkways, I shoveled the driveway, and it looks like it has a ½ inch of dust on top of it. And while I did that, I should have used the Kubota. Sorry about the spin, but it's sitting here with a ½ inch of snow on it. So let's go inside. I don't know what this gonna look like when I walk inside the barn. It might get dark. Oh, it's not terrible. So anyways, we're in the barn now. What's going on in the barn? Not a lot. A lot of heated water dishes. And, some of the things we don't consider when we're farming is, what does it cost to heat water? Well, my average barn electric bill in the summer, year round, just say average without any heaters on, we're looking at $30 a month. We live in a town that has their own electric municipality, which is great. We'll get a little lower rate on our electric. But $30 a month in the summer, that's for some, lights that need to go on and things like that. And in the winter, $200 minimum to heat the water. So as some of the days get warmer, I go along and unplug some of these heaters. Or if we're going to have a nice mild night, I might not even plug them back in. But right now we're heating a 275 gallon, I think that's what it is, water tank. I don't even have the heat on at that. We have out back coop, we have water. The little chicks, not little anymore. Let's go in there and take a look. They don't like me. I feed them and they don't like me. They're all chilling. There's actually 21 of them in there. 4 leghorns and the rest are Rhode Island Reds. See this guy behind me? Excuse me. That's a leghorn. He's laying an egg. This is a little favorite spot to lay eggs. They escape their coop and lay about 5 eggs. 5 different chickens will lay eggs out there. A little noisy in here today. And actually you get that barn smell when you first walk in. It's awesome. It's awesome. Let's take a look at our other coop and see if they like us. They don't like me too. Well, they don't mind me because I have food. Excuse me. I have a double door here. And the reason is the bigger doors, when you make one door yourself, it's a little floppy. So I made the bottom first. And they were roosting on top and just jumping over. So I had to add the second floor. So I'm looking outside now. I got a shot of the ground. There is no footprints out there at all. They are all behind me, if we can take a look. I usually collect eggs between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. And I'm in here now, and it's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll tell you, I don't see a lot of eggs, so I don't know if I'm trying to get open here. I don't know if the snow affects anything. It gets loud in there. But we do give them additional light in the morning and at night. And if you don't know, chickens with less daylight lay less eggs. So you got to add, if you add a little extra light, some people say you shouldn't. You should let nature take its course. I understand that, but I'm trying to pay the bills here. We could also have, if everybody did that, we'd have less eggs, and the eggs would be $20 a dozen. So that's how we keep the production up. The goats, you saw them outside. They're probably all hanging on the inside right now. We can take a peek. Let's see. Let's go down and see the... Sorry about the moving around of the camera. But... That was Brady. Brady is a ham. Brady loves everybody. A couple of the other ones. That's Eli. And behind Eli's some other brown one. Oh, here comes. There's Eli. Eli and I get along well. He's probably my favorite if I have favorites of goats. But anyways, that's the farm. It's the state of the farm right now. Thinking about next year. What changes we're going to make. What worked, what didn't work. Just like any other business. This is a... someone said it's a hobby farm. Someone else said it's a gentleman's farm. Whatever that means. It's a non-profit because we don't make any profit. So I'm going to call it a non-profit farm. I don't think the government will give me any breaks on it. But this, if you're going to have a farm, this is what I noticed. I didn't go into this with any experience other than picking vegetables in a garden. There's a lot of planning. Just because you like something doesn't mean everybody else likes something. We try things, and just so we try it once to see if we like it. I'm not doing horses. People keep asking. There's no horses involved. We did the pigs. We did the meat chickens things. We'll do more meat chickens next spring. Pigs, we're not big pork eaters, and to do all that work to sell them, I think we're going to need a half dozen pigs, not just 2. And we'll have to put them on the other side of the rail trail. The smell is terrible. Other side of the rail trail and let them play in the woods there, but I still have to electric fence the woods, and we have coyotes, and I don't know if it's worth it or not. And plus I'd have to lug water over there or fill one of those 275-gallon tanks. So that's the pig situation. So I'm kind of like with the pigs. The meat birds, of course, the chickens will do fine. Goats are fine. I think we'll probably start breeding the goats. That was our discussion. My wife and I will probably breed them this winter. So they'll start having, whenever they're ready to have babies, we'll breed them and hopefully start birthing some in the spring. It'd be great to have another six or so goats, especially if the sheep go away. So that's where we stand right now. Other than that, we're just working on the inside of the house and doing what everybody else does. But it's amazing how many things get broken around here. You know, especially this part of the barn is about 100 years old. The other barn is about 50 years old. But these animals just tear it up. They tear it up. So, new garage door going in. Oh, there's a chicken running by me. You look back there, it needs a new garage door. So, other than that, we're just keeping on keeping. We'll start getting some eggs to hatch, probably in February, so they're ready for selling or laying. And 5 months from that, so you'll have June, July, you'll start seeing some eggs. So we'll probably do that to sell. And I have to look into what requirements are for me to sell live chickens. So they can inspect. I don't have a problem with that. And then next summer, we're doing some more waterworks out there, moving some of the well water, get it to where we want to go. So that's where we are. First snowstorm, broken lawnmower. Animals won't go outside. They're just staying loud on the inside. So thank you for joining me. I know this is a bouncy walking videos. Before we leave, I got to show you I started putting out the Christmas stuff. I'm a little late. It's December, I think it's December 3rd. Yeah, I usually have everything up by about the 1st of Thanksgiving. I'm not even close. So last year and the year before, we did the fence. I do have the farm stand. The farm stand has lights on them from last year. I hope they work. I gotta run. That's what I should do. I should run a cord out there to see if they're gonna work for me or not. Let's see. Let me show you my chicken. So this is one of the grandkids' ideas, was to put the chicken and the sleigh. While everybody's going slow driving by. They're not being slow for me. They're actually being slow because it's slippery out here. So you'll see my sleigh and my chicken in my 320-year-old house. So anyways, thank you for joining me. Enjoy the first snow. I hope you didn't mind my bouncy walking video. Tell me what you thought of it. And guess how many inches we're going to get today of snow. It was supposed to stop a long time ago, so you never know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.